All right, guys, here comes my dad and my mom. Probably won't see her, but here comes my dad coming through with the 56 Belair. They just came in from Arizona from the Good Guys Show. Went down to see my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew. My nephew actually won a pretty big award for the Young Guns Award for his OBS Chevy. It's pretty clean. If you were out there, you would have seen it. But let's go get a little look at his car. All right, so my dad's had this car for about 40 years or so, I would say, since before I was born, I think. But he's had it built on and off. Used to be a race car. It was running pretty good for a while. He took his old motor out of his old front engine dragster and put it in here for a while. But now it's just running a regular big block on a carburetor, the 4-speed in the big block. But he's had this color and this setup for a very, very, very long time. Got some big old monstrous wheels on there. We'll get him to start it up here pretty soon. But I just wanted to show you guys one of the cars that started off the shop pretty much and started off his building career, where he's kind of came from. So, but yeah, we'll hopefully get him to start it up and pull it off and give you a little tour of the shop and of what he's done too and everything. But we'll get you another walk around of this really quick, maybe get you a little inside view. Like I said, he just came back from the show, from the Good Guys Show out in Arizona. He had a little issue with the headlights. He moved up the steering column to make it a little bit easier for him to drive as a street car. So when he did that, I guess he pinched a wire or ripped one or something like that. So we've been trying to figure that out, and I wasn't sure if it was a torn wire or something, but I thought it might be somewhere in there, and we followed it and couldn't find it anywhere. But you'll see it in a later video because he's gonna have me rewire the whole dash. It is a rat's nest in there. One of our late friends passed away. Good guy, passed away. Used to draw electricity for us, and he just did a little octopus in there basically. But we're gonna go ahead and get that worked up for him, get it fixed and all that. But yeah, this is his baby, so we'll get him to start it up, get him to pull it off. We'll get him in this shop and we'll have him get a little interview of what he's got planned and what's going on next and what he's got going on in the shop. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna get it started up. This is my dad, Randy, what they call him, Newt. He's the one that started the shop. We'll get a nice view inside the car real quick. That's a race car. Like I said, he just got back from the show. We got a little work to do, but say he just adjusted the steering wheel up a little higher so he can get it a bit easier. Get a little cold start action. There we go. Let it warm up. Like I said, guys, this is his baby. He's had it here for 40-something years now or so. At least 40 years, I'd say. Make sure he's lined up. Time to see this thing actually start up that good and run. We have a really nice motor builder that we helped us out. Can't exactly remember his name right now. I'm really bad with names, like I said earlier. I'll ask him. But finally got it looking pretty good. Working the bugs out of it here and there. But yeah, we definitely got it finally. Starting to get dialed in. Watch the door over there. Starting to get dialed in a little here and there. Got a little crooked in here. I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault.
We just drove it 180, almost 100 miles to the car show this weekend.
Oh yeah, he was doing the cruise and all that. He went to a cruise night. I think he went to out to Mexico for a little racing. We're supposed to be a barbecue out there, but I don't know if they actually had it happen. But who'd you buy it from?
I bought some. I traded my 71 Chevy convertible for it.
Okay. Back in what day?
Back in 1980, around March 1980.
Okay, so a couple months before I was actually born is when you actually got this. I knew it was before my time, but I didn't know it was that early. But well, yeah. It used to be green and white, you know, with the original patina, which I'm sure I can probably find some pictures of that and show it to you later and all that. But this is finally, I believe, his final build. I would say. You would say, yeah, final build. Not gonna touch it no more.
No, put an exhaust on it. That's it. Next.
Yeah, changing the exhaust. We're gonna do a little bit of wiring, which you'll see. I got to rewire the dash for him because I was talking about the headlights and all that, and a couple other things that got disconnected. Change the exhaust so we can quieten it up a little bit. But yeah, you can see it's pretty much bare bones race car turned into a street car. You know what I mean? We like to go out there and do our thing, represent the Brotherhood of Street Racers, as you can see right here. We're both very proud members of it. He's the public relations of our chapter. If you have any questions about that, you can definitely ask us or ask him. He'd be more than welcome to read the comments and ask you about anything about it or answer anything about it. But again, true race car here. Fiberglass front end, custom painted front end. But he's gonna get it flipped open right now so we can check out the motor. He can talk about who built it for him, because like again, I'm bad with names. Oh yeah, okay. So here I had to go get a light really quick so we can kind of look in here a little more. So you're saying what kind of carburetor is this again?
It's a Holley 750 Brawler, 750 CFM.
You're running the E85 for a while, but then we had a few issues with that on the old motor, right?
Yeah, we had the race motor, and we had a 1150 Dominator E85 carburetor.
And that was not so much of a nightmare, but you know, we're not mechanical. We don't do a lot of that. We do a lot of the fabrication and all that. So we have our friend, what was his name? Shannon
Cottrell.
Shannon Cottrell. He came down and helped us tune us and get us started up and all that. And
actually, him and Bobby Cottrell. Bobby's Shannon's son. He's basically a world champion nostalgia funny car racer.
That's right. Yeah, he's out there.
He did the tuning on it for us.
Yeah, did the tuning on it for us and all that. Made sure it was running good. Get the carburetors ready to go. Started up and all that. His son actually and him are running around the tracks doing furniture dragsters a lot too, doesn't he? A lot. Yeah. So you'll see him run around. You know, you might see him on the channel one of these days. You never know. But back to this. He was having some issues with it overheating because we had an electric pump on it, and he decided to go back to the old school way of just a fan belt, right?
Yeah, we took all the electric fans and all the crap off it and went back to a 7-blade stainless steel aluminum fan. I built a new aluminum shroud for it. Put the fan on the motor like it's just old school, you know. Put a 160 thermostat in it. Now it runs like going over in Arizona, going to the Good Guys car show. Scottsdale, it ran 167 on the way over there, and on the way back in the evening it was 172. So it's running great.
Well, that's really good. Yeah. It was getting up there really high. I wasn't sure if his gauge was messed up or something else was messed up, because it really wasn't bubbling or overflowing, but the gauge was definitely getting higher, and we don't want to ruin the motor because it's a brand new motor. So we're, like I said, we're working the bugs out of it and everything like that. But
we're about 400 miles on the motor right now.
Yeah, if that even, right? So
this weekend about 420 miles. So.
Yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there eventually. You know, we're getting it worked out and getting it taken care of. But I believe, like I said, this is what he has been dreaming. He was going for this late 60s, early 70s look, I would say, right? Yeah. So you got what are the wheels in the front?
Those are ET 5-spokes, 15x4s.
On the Hoosiers, yeah. Which are changing, I believe, right?
Probably gonna put some street tires on. Those are Hoosier drag tires. So.
Yeah, there was a little. He wasn't gonna plan on driving as much as he is now, but now it's running good. He's planning on driving it more, so he wants to get a little bit better street tire. And then we got the Hoosiers in the rear also, but on a different type of wheel.
It's an American Rebel out of Phoenix. American Rebel sprint style wheel. It's like a Halibran style sprint.
Okay.
It's one of their wheels. It's a 15x14 in the back.
This is one of the wheels that he's loved like forever and always wanted one. And I actually I do a lot of artwork too, and so does he, which I got my art from him. But I actually did a rug of this, which I can probably go in the house and show you a little later, of that wheel and everything. Came out pretty good for my first attempt at doing a realistic wheel like that, but I would say it's pretty good. But what else do you have planned for it? Anything else besides the exhaust?
Just gonna do some exhaust. It's got 2 1/4 primary pipes on the headers. It goes into a 2.5-inch pipe into a 5-inch Dynamax collector muffler, which I'm gonna get rid of that, put a regular collector on it. It goes into a 4-inch exhaust back, and it's got a 2 4-inch, 4-inch by 14-inch, I think, XR1 Borla stainless steel mufflers on it. So I'm gonna get rid of all that stuff and put it down to 3-inch exhaust, run up over the rear end, and kind of kick it out behind the tires a little bit so I can get the noise back and quit throwing dust everywhere. So
keep it away from his ears, keep it out of the polish of the wheels and all that. But basically, just trying to get a little more quieter. You know, he's getting a little older. I think it sounds great, but he thinks it's too loud. He wants my mom to cruise in it more too, which is definitely a plus if it is quieter. But yeah, you'll definitely see more of him running around, representing the Brotherhood of Street Racers, and then you'll probably see him out at the races, filming for No Prep Syndicate, which I'm sure you probably have seen, you know, running around. We'll have a link for some of his stuff, and you know,
Jerry Garrison on the No Prep Syndicate. He's next year he's going to put on 3 No Prep races and 2 prep races down at Verona drag strip down by San Diego.
So yeah, so keep an eye out for us out there. You'll see me running around. Like I said, this channel is going to be pretty much the life of me and my family and how we're running this business and everything we see that's car related and all that. So you'll see me out at the races with him, filming, talking to people, pointing out things on people's cars that I see like they built or how the welds are or whatever I can see going on, you know what I mean, and all that. But yeah, if you see us out there, don't hesitate to say hi, or don't come by and say what's up. Or if you have any questions or you have a job that you want us to do, hit us up. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit.
See you later.